Brothers and sisters, welcome back to my channel. Today we have drama.
Okay, let's go.
I usually don't rate about drama, but this guy pissed me off. This guy pissed me off a lot. Actually, there are two guys that pissed me off. One less than the other. The one that did not piss me off a lot, or did not piss me off enough, Pokéduel. A random dude that plays Pokemon, okay? Like, it's not that crazy. People do bit like trash talking other games. I do it a lot too. I don't see anything wrong with it. And Pokéduels decided to trash talk Yu-Gi-Oh! We saw it with Run, and now we see it with Pokéduels. I don't fucking know. Those people literally come out of the boonies and one day decide to talk trash about Yu-Gi-Oh! And, well, someone took the bait. And I'm also the one that's gonna take the bait at the end of this video. So a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Fans decide to take the bait. Squiddy wants to play for monies because Pokéduel says Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not even that hard. It's one of the easiest card game at high level of play. Tryhards who play the game make spreadsheets of 1-3 card combos and feel like if people did this with Pokemon there would be too many variables. First of all, spreadsheets do not teach you a deck. They just give you muscle memory over some combos that you need to memorize, so you don't have to think about your own combos, and you can focus about what your opponent plays are, options, and how to cut him off engine. People use spreadsheet in order to memorize and create a muscle memory, not to learn a deck. Because spreadsheets are not made for going second, spreadsheets are just made for going first, in order to find the most optimal sequencing. You can also do spreadsheet for Pokemon. I heard I heard that people were doing spreadsheet for Pokemon. I am basically the first Yu-Gi-Oh players that made the spreadsheets and started selling those. I was the first one actually. I was the first one who made a Yu-Gi-Oh spreadsheet and sold it. And then it started the trend and people started making spreadsheet for Yu-Gi-Oh. And I was actually the first one. And I can tell you where I took the idea. I took the idea from Pokemon. I was like, if Pokemon is making monies and the game is dog, I can make the same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh and make actually monies. You feel me? So what happened was Pokéduels is challenging for monies other people, right? A lot of people took the bait, and one of those that's actually also a YouTuber is Galzo. Now, and so let's talk about it. So Galzo took the bait and is offering 1k money match. You choose the deck. Now you're playing against someone who you don't really know if he plays or not Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Like he's saying that it's a very easy card game, but if you check the posts, you will see that Pokéduels says Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, and Galzo says Yu-Gi-Oh, since it's not that hard, let's go with Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh, learn it, it's not that hard. How much time do I have? I'm down to learn it. You got 24 hours. Tier Element Mirrors. Tier Element Mirror, good luck. 2 Elements Mirror. Run it, messaging you to set it up. We got other people commentating over the post and stuff like that. But you know what's crazy?
Oh,
You know what's crazy? That I do actually have the money match here. So this 1k money match in between Galzo is actually also a big one, right? A big one. I would say like it's I mean it's huge for being a Yu-Gi-Tuber, yeah. So it's a big Yu-Gi-Tuber, and then we got Pokéduels coming out of nowhere, but he's a Pokemon player, and they decide to play the tier element format. Now the tier element format was. The tier element format is supposed to be one of the most skilled formats. In my opinion, it's not anymore because I think Faisal mirrors are actually, in my opinion, more skilled, but that's another story. We need to understand that the tier element mirror is, again, like it's one of the most skilled one. And today with me, I choose to have one of the best tier element players that we got on Master Duel, I guess not in the TCG, even though in the TCG it was actually still a good player. Today we have the world champion, Quantal.
hello.
Quantal, are you right, bro? Like, it's a YouTube video. So, Quantal,
Yes.
So let's start with it. So it's Galzo turn. He starts normal summon Rhino. Rhino is the only available
Yes.
option. So I guess like there is also another option which is tier element catch, which is Neg. So it doesn't make any sense.
It's normal Rhino every time.
Yeah,
It's the most normal.
normal summon Rhino. Which name would you say in this scenario? I would
It's
say
always
what I.
half.
Yeah, I'll
It's always
say.
Halfness.
Yeah, it's always Alphanist. Why is it Alphanist?
I mean, Sharon, you have always the action for like Redoer
Yes.
or other lines, and Merle is obviously for sprint because
So
sprint is
it's
the easiest.
always Alphanist in this scenario.
Yeah.
And now we go Alphanist effect. Alphanist effect is resolving, and we summon Kit Kalos. Now Kit Kalos effect has the effect to dump in the graveyard or to add to the end. Now I will tell you that in this scenario with Kit Kalos I would add Scream. What do you think about that? And why is Scream or something else the best option?
I think in this case, probably because we already have tier cash, and I mean, technically we have Man Noise, which is a trap. I think Scream's the best. It's always the long-term best option. The 5 attack reduction is really important.
Yeah. Also, in the standard line of Kit Kalos, before tier cash was actually a thing, people were sending in the graveyard Merly in order to reborn Merly and mill 8. Now with the tier cash, like if you didn't have tier cash in rotation, you could actually send tier cash, mill 2 cards, and then summon it back and mill 8 more cards, which is 10 in total in a a tier element in a tier element format. It's kinda crazy to mill 10. Anyways, we are supposed to add Scream. We send Salik in the graveyard. Now, why is this play an egg?
I mean, there's so many reasons. So first reason is we're already playing to Kelpic, which coincidentally the opponent has. Second reason is we could have just added the monster that Salik was searching in the first place. And the third reason is when we're milling, now whenever we mill a Suliak, it's not going to be live, so we're just wasting a good mill for no reason.
Because we could just add the card that Salik would add in this scenario, and then maybe later on mill another Salik and add something else. So there are 4 reasons of why the Salik here is incorrect. Now we go Salik effect. The opponent chains Kelbeck. Kelbeck puts back the Kit Kalos in the extra deck. So we just add a Sharon with Salik. And now, from here on, we have to assume that, from here on, this is already fact, okay? This is already fact, but we will have to start again now. Now we have this end, and Salik is already used, okay? Even though everything is already fact, we need to, again, in Yu-Gi-Oh, sometimes you're gonna commit some mistakes, sometimes you're gonna misplay, but we need to recover that position somehow. Which is a thing that happens. Yu-Gi-Oh, you're gonna make misplays, and then you have to recover the position, finding a new line. Now we are trying to find a new line. What do you think about this, Quantal? What would you do in this position now?
In this case, you for sure Sharon. Getting the shuffler in grave early is important. I mean, we know the opponent does have halfness, but actually, could they have had halfness? They could have not at this point.
We
so,
started
yeah,
with the Rhino
Sharon's
normal summon, so no, I don't
Yeah,
think
so they for sure don't have halfness. So Sharon, yeah. Doesn't make much of a difference, but for
okay,
sure Sharon.
So now we are in this position. We are milling double Keldo, 1 Kelbeck.
I mean, you never use Kelbeck. You have the shuffler set up, you have tier cash set up. Which you can always go for a setup with Merly, and with sprint, with a bestial search. So it's always just tier cash now.
What if you miss with the tier cash?
If you miss with tier cash, it's fine. You just go dark, then Magnamut the Sharon. Or if you milled another dark, you can just Magnamut to Sharon and make sprint to
I'm actually not totally against this Kelbeck because he has double shuffler.
Yeah, but the issue is your opponent has more triggers that will be live in this scenario than you do. Like, let's say you do mill like a Merly or a Sharon, and we use the Sharon, right? We make a Kit Gloss, which doesn't have an effect. And the opponent, if they mill 1 shuffler, shuffle away all 3 of our shufflers. And all of a sudden, we are reliant to mill the shufflers again. Or like we have to waste the shuffler to get rid of their shufflers. Which in a long grind game really matters in the long run. I don't like using Kelbeck here. Like, there's just... Also, we don't have a live Suliak mill. The only live mills would be like Scream, The tier names don't have much value. Because kick loss, like you summon it, it doesn't search. I mean, you can mill 5, so you mill more cards, which already is the point of Kelbeck, so I don't like it. There's not much you're trying to mill at this point. Because of how the situation is.
Okay, now he decides to go for... Now, at this point, how many misplay did we do so far? 3?
Like
3 or 4?
3, I think, yeah.
It's 3 misplays, right? But every of those misplay changes the situation, like changes the odds in our favor in order to actually play the game. So like even the first one was already enough for us to int an entire game. So we mid 5.
The first one I think is already like detrimental, but yeah.
We mid 5, and Galzo says just Alphenis, and Pokéduels actually says no trigger. This is interesting.
No, it says no. Galzo says Sharon, and Pokéduel says Halfness.
Just no. Galzo says Sharon, effective
Halfness, and no
effect
other.
of Alphenis. Anything else? No other triggers. Okay, so it's Alphenis and Sharon. Now this is actually interesting because for someone who doesn't play the game, this is actually a very good play.
It's good, yeah.
From Pokéduels, this is actually a very good play because you activate one effect in order to bait one of Galzo's shufflers, right? Which makes sense. And also you keep the other ones in the graveyard because, like, again, a shuffler is detrimental in this position from Galzo anyways. He could have actually even used 2 effects and that would work. Like, you could have used the Rhino chilling 1, Alphenis chilling 2, and actually forced the shuffler in Galzo graveyard. It was probably correct to go...
Yeah.
It was probably correct to go Rhino, Chain Alphenis. That would have been, in my opinion, the best play.
I think the issue of using Rhino is you confirm to your opponent you always have a tier card in hand, which is like hidden information that your opponent wouldn't necessarily have. Like, at least if you don't use Rhino, you can give the illusion to the opponent you don't have any tier cards in hand.
Yeah.
Which might matter in the matchup, because they already know you don't have Halfness or Tier Cash.
Yeah.
I mean, Tier Cash you might have, but like Halfness for sure not. So usually one tier name is for sure correct in case Galzo later tries to yugioh.
Also, another thing to point out is the fact that from our perspective, they are playing a similar deck list, which is not the case because Pokéduels is actually not playing Tier Element Cash because he thought it was not legal.
No, they are playing Tier Cash, they're not playing Baldrick.
Oh, they are not playing Baldrick, my bad. They are playing Tier Cash, but they are not playing Baldrick, okay. Yeah. So now, Galzo goes Magnamut target Alphenis, which is in my opinion
terrible.
Yeah, this is the 400% misplay because he has a shuffler in the graveyard. You should you should actually make sure to shuffle back his stuff and then you could like Magnamut because now the shuffler dodges the Magnamut and the Magnamut stays in hand.
Like, we always want to use the shuffler here to like high information, and also Magnamut will let us play later.
So we are on 5 right now.
In order to like a free body because it obviously searches another bestial, so I don't get it.
And there is like again, I actually don't like. I actually think that the Rhino art was supposed to be used.
I mean, they could have. I mean, I think likely they should have.
Like if I mean Tier Cash, if
you're expecting your opponent to always use a shuffler, it's correct. But like, I don't know what they're doing here.
Like if I'm milling a Tier Cash, if I mill a Keldo, if I mill an Agido, for sure I'm using only one name to bait a shuffler. That's for sure. But if I don't mill anything and my opponent has 2 shuffler in the graveyard, I need to bait it. Like, and I have also my own shuffler. Like, I wanna use multiple effects there.
I think though in this scenario you know so much for your opponent's hand, like the type of cards they have, that you know like the current hand that Pokéduels has is like very strong with the Instant Fusion, Merly, and Medora.
Yeah.
And yugioh. So they don't need to risk too much. While Galzo has to like really go for it at this point with how many mistakes has happened. So the Magnamut now just like being dead is just so detrimental. So why did they target Tier Cash? Whatever.
They target Salik.
I mean, it
I mean,
doesn't
that
target.
doesn't
but yeah.
target. Yes, it's just you're right. It doesn't target.
yeah.
Anyways, mill 3, and now we mill Kelbeck, and I think in this case we actually now have to do it.
No. We already used Calback. The thing is,
Oh
the
no, we
only
already used
live
Kelbeck. My bad.
mill
It's not
5 was a
Agido.
Guido.
It's not Agido. You're right. I mean, now it's literally just the dark line, right? And
Yeah.
with the dark, can we be certain that he doesn't have tier cash?
Oh, they for sure don't have tier cash because you have no reason to use the shuffler then. You could just chain tier cash to bash the halfness and keep the shuffler to shuffle away their shufflers, which makes it even worse for what Galzo did. Because if the opponent did have tier cash, not only would the Bestial have been dodged, also all their shufflers would have been removed immediately.
Yeah.
So
they for sure should not have tier cash, assuming that this Poke guy actually knows how to play the game.
I mean, yeah. And also, for sure, Galzo should have 100% used the shufflers. So for sure should be targeting the Sharon here, not the Drewsworm.
Yeah. It doesn't lose a lot of value anyways, because removing a sprint...
I mean, removing a sprint is like whatever, but like sometimes in Sunlines you want to be able to remove the sprint for like Sulliak instead of the actual like tier cards. To play around certain like lines, but it's whatever.
Anyways, they go sprint, chilling 1, chilling 2, send Merle. Merle effect. I mean, obviously...
They accidentally forgot.
Yeah, that's a
the wrong
misclick.
one.
That's a misclick. Goes for Merle. Summon again Kit.
They're trying to reborn, I guess.
Yeah. They have to do this. At this point, like, they have to do this.
I mean, do they need... I mean, I guess there's nothing in hand that does anything. But I don't even know what they can even mill at this point, though.
Agido. And he decides to not use it because...
But, like, what is there to mill with Guido is the thing. Like, let's say the Guido effect, right? What are they going to try and mill? Scream is clearly dead because they didn't trigger it. Sulliak is dead. All 3 tier names are dead. They already have both shufflers in grave. They have no triggers for Agido. If anything, if they use it now, the opponent for sure wins. Like, I mean, they're already winning, but like...
Also, there is another thing, right? Which effect did Galzo use during his tour? Use Dow Pennies?
No, they used all 3. They used Merle, Sharon, and Halfness.
Because when he went for when he went for the 3 gets that he milled of Kelbeck, he should not have used that Sharon.
Oh, he should for sure not.
Okay, so that's 7.
But even with like that's for sure not a mistake. But like, I mean, at this point the game is as good as over.
I mean, 7 misplay in 10 minutes is kind of a lot.
I mean, 7 misplays when like you didn't have like even like 20 plays is like insane.
Anyways, Poké Duel starts with instant fusion.
I don't actually like that per se.
I mean, to be honest, I would be more lenient towards Poké Duels than Galzo.
Oh yeah, I would for sure be lenient to Poké Duels because like
because like this guy is playing at Galzo terms. Like if you check the tweet, Galzo decided the format. So and the guy said like you have to and Galzo said you have 24 hours to learn the matchup and then we play. So I would be more lenient towards Poké Duels than Galzo. Because like Galzo decided to give the guy the format, to actually decide the format for the. We start with the Mood Dragon. Like I think what he's trying to do is to set up a dueler.
I mean, yeah, if they were so like right now they would have to like declare Earth with the Mud Dragon.
Like I agree with you, right? Like the play should have been something like special Mudora pitch, no effect. But what he's trying to do right now. Is like establish a dueler, use dueler, and make Mudora pitch and mill 5, which is also like very like it's also.
But that also is really good. Like if the resolve is broken.
Yeah.
But at this point though, you could like from their point of view, they obviously they don't know this because they haven't played the format that much. But
but like
the set card has to be like Sulliak at the third Sulliak.
That's literally what I was gonna say. Because if this is Sulliak, which is not, by the way, like this is meta noise, but like if this is Sulliak, then you actually lose on the spot. I mean, you don't lose, but you are in a very weird game state, because then you make Dweller here, you get Sulliak on Dweller, and now this Shaden starts to resolving, and then you have to play into two shufflers, right?
That becomes really hard.
Like
First
it becomes a super hard game state from there on, right?
Especially with their hand, it's not that like
Yeah, he
good per
actually
se.
loses to a Salic, which he doesn't know. Which he doesn't know because like this is for sure a bad play. This is for sure a bad play. If you want to play around Salic, you could still. No, you cannot do anymore because you actually don't have any push after normal
If you want
summon.
to play with Saliak,
You have to normal summon. I
no,
think
you
you
get
can.
special with Dora, pushing Kelbeck.
No, I don't want to do that. I want to
Why
normal
not?
summon Kelbeck.
Like you know, your
Actually,
opponent has
normal
Magma in
summon.
hand. You don't have to play around Kelbeck.
No, I want to play around Salic.
Yeah, but you play around Sonic by just making Dweller with the Mudragon on field.
But why can't you just make Dweller? Yeah, you just normal summon, make Dweller with my Dragon on field, and then use Dweller, and then you special summon Mudor.
Oh, that also works.
That's
No,
literally
but
what
the
I'm
thing
saying.
is, does that work per se? Because they have. Oh yeah, it works. Yeah, for sure it does.
Like, so there are like two different lines. Like, there are three different lines.
No, but the thing is, I actually like keeping a Guido in hand. Oh no, because if you know it's Saliak, then Guido's bad. Never mind. Yeah.
Like, you see my point?
Yeah.
Like, you could normal summon this, make Dweller with the 2, and then use Dweller effect because Dweller cannot be targeted if he has a Salic. And then you have special Mudora, Peach, Kelbeck, mid 5 GG. And you still have.
And like your Rhinoheart is live and everything is live.
Yeah, and then you go in chain to an effect to summon Kit Kalos you call Dark. And then your Kit cannot be targeted too. Even if it probably doesn't matter, but it's probably.
I mean, he has to mill like more than one name, but that's like easily done in a deck against Magnamut.
Yeah. So like
I mean,
that, in my opinion, that would
for
beat
sure
it.
done because they just make dark and stuff like that to make sprints.
Anyways, on the special summon of Mudragon,
this Mendo is just like I don't understand.
This also make like it makes no sense for two reasons. First is
like they can just flip it face it up.
Yes, they can flip it face up and just still make Dweller. So like it does really work out.
Also, like what are they making with the halfness? Roll in the mirror, like
Stapelia.
Dry Stapelia.
But now it's even easier, right? Because now it goes Mudragon Colert.
I mean, everything is like public knowledge as well. Like, I mean, he doesn't even need to like.
He doesn't even need to call art. Like actually, like he can just
like normal summon a Guido, flip up other guy, and like they either just Stapelia as one of the level 4s and makes Dweller with the Mudragon, or makes Dweller with the 2 Earths.
Yeah, he needs to make Dweller that's protected with the Mudragon.
Yeah.
So he can.
And the game's over.
Yeah, and the game is over. And it's basically the play that this is for sure wrong, but that's another story.
Right, that's for sure wrong. That doesn't like.
Now Dweller is happening. Now chain the shuffler. Not shuffling back the tier names. Kinda wild.
Yeah.
And now we are in a dark situation. Now, if you go... you cannot really stop that, can you? You cannot.
Wait,
you cannot stop this. There is a sprint line, you cannot stop this.
Oh yeah, for sure it's over. Oh, I mean, you could just cross the
yes,
dark
and add Shaden and then Shaden, pitch back too. Like that always works.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing that. Kind of wild for someone who started playing the format like 24 hours ago. I mean, this guy is for sure trolling. Like this guy,
he for sure knows how to play the format, for sure. But
like because like he actually went for
like well enough.
Like he's actually playing better than Galzo, if you ask me.
Yes.
So he's for sure. Like he for sure knows how to play the format, but that does not mean anything.
Doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything. Anyways, Dark Effect, add Shaden, and then from here he is. Like it's game over. 700.
Just easy.
Establish the Shaden. Pitch. Mill 5 more. Kinda crazy that he only milled one name actually.
He's actually quite unlucky for that, but yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter, it's still over, but yeah.
And he milled the second name now. I mean, that was
I mean, it was,
was gonna
like
happen at some
90 cards left to deck. Like,
Yeah, that was gonna
if they
happen at some
didn't hit it, it'd be just pure unlucky. I mean, I don't know why
Lubellion.
Lubellian's in the deck, but it's fine. I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter what Pokeduels does. Oh, Kaleido's really good, though.
This could have been slightly better, but
This board feels weird. I don't.
Yeah.
I think
yeah,
there's definitely something went wrong.
it's more about the execution that he's letting him miss like bodies to actually end on a board.
Yeah.
Like it feels weird, but like this dude genuinely knows. I think he knows. Wait, we are on Lubellion.
He knows a lot, for sure. But like for example,
And also Lubellion, by the way, I don't even think it's a good card to play in tier elements.
I don't think Lubellion is good in the format.
So I would call this a debuff more than a buff, actually.
Oh yeah, like their list is like significantly worse because they have just like worse mills.
Instant fusion. And also, okay, you know what? I'm gonna say it after.
I mean,
yeah, Ball Drake.
also they report Magdemoot to make their halfness not live anymore. Is also really weird.
Attack over this.
Like their halfness is no longer
And
live.
Dragon
Dragon
cannot attack because it was summoned from instant fusion.
Yeah.
Now we are also in the legal game state scenario. And this just gets
Also, why do
shuffled.
we wallow here? I don't
It
get
doesn't
it.
like there is shuffleless. Doesn't really matter. Like this game is over.
Yeah, but like you for sure keep it in case, like at least give yourself a chance to just shuffle away the tier name, like instead of just wasting the 2 materials for no reason. I mean, the game's over here. Like, it was already over, but making sure it's over.
Okay.
Oh, this hand is simple to play. Just Keldo, pitch Medora.
Yeah. Oof.
Sorry, what?
Yo.
Sorry, what?
Yo.
There was one play. One play. Like 2 choices, but like 1 play. One lets you add any Earth Fairy. The other one is Medora Pass. We chose Medora Pass.
1K. 1K, by the way.
No way you are money matching and doing this. I mean, this is just
Dude, if I'm playing for 1K, I'm reading cards that I already know the effect. Anyways, normal summon Rhino. Stalik is dead, by the way. Not like. Actually, Alphenis might be live later.
I have how. Okay, like Galzo has to use a yugioh. Like has to. Like Galzo cannot like afford to just say, go ahead. Wait, did they not declare? Did Galzo not declare? You know, is
I'm
there a
gonna throw up.
Shuffler Grave?
I might throw up.
There's a
yeah.
Shuffler Grave, right?
I might actually throw up.
Keldo's a grave, right? I'm just not like imagining
There is a
that we
Shuffler in
open
the
double
graveyard.
Medora. So we decided to not use the card. Also, for sure we should be using Medora on the field to play around palettes. But like Magdemoot is by far the worst play. Also, not using the Miller, which means that if you use Sulliek and send Halfness, you have nothing to fuse into other than Mud Dragon. Which is also terrible. Like, Galzo is not trying to win. Like, I'm convinced. Like, this has to be a joke. Galzo was like, okay, I'll mill 5. Fun. This one, no. Just, I would want mill 5. And by the way, we're still using a Shuffler after that. But also the one not on field.
And now
Okay,
talent
surely
draw.
wait, they did. Wait, why did they not talents take?
Again,
Talents
I
take
would
is-
not be like I would be more lenient towards Pokéduel because like
mean,
even
yes,
though
I would-
I actually think they know how to play this format, or someone is playing for them. But that's not the
I mean,
point.
that's not the point.
That's not the point, because you cannot actually verify someone. You cannot verify someone is playing on that account other than poker duels if you are not in VC with this person. It is 100% talent take, and I agree with you. It is 100% talent take, because like you can take his shuffler if he doesn't use it, and then you can use it against him, and you can also establish a duel. But like the talent take forces the shuffler to be used, and then you take the Alphanist and you make Salik alive, like dead, and yes, basically it forces two interruption with one movement. So it's for sure talent take.
You could realistically just talents take Medora, make a dweller effect. You don't even care if they Saliak it.
Yes, it doesn't really, like it doesn't really matter. Anyways,
like, because you know, his Magnum set could be anything, but realistically it's Saliak.
Like this is for sure not good. Like it's for sure not a good play from Pocket Duels TCG. I like whoever is playing on this account, or if it's the guy himself, like is committing misplays that are not that are not like basic misplays, that are more game state misplays. Are still like huge misplays, but like they are fine compared to the one that Galzo is doing.
Yes, like it's a scenario where like you're already winning, so you don't have to play perfectly. Just like not throw the game away. Where like talent draw isn't per se like completely terrible. Like for sure it's not correct, but like you're winning regardless.
Yeah. Anyways, it's Keldo.
Oh, the opponent does know that Keldo has an effect.
Now Galzo is like, what the fuck? Yeah, I mean that's for sure. Okay, so Dweller effect, attack over the Mudora, and then it goes Art Bit, shuffle back, Kelbeck effect, mill 5.
I mean, at this point,
and now we are like, and then this is just
we're having fun.
You obviously play Yu-Gi-Oh even though you said you didn't.
Just,
you haven't doubled. What do you mean doubled? What does it mean doubled?
I have no idea what they're trying to say.
Okay, the one that looks like he didn't play Yu-Gi-Oh, it's Galzo. But like that does like any
like doubled is like they mean like played a little bit, like chat said. Like it's just like suggesting that Pokédos has played a lot more than they gave away.
Like it doesn't matter if this guy is playing or not Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh,
or
yes,
you don't know if this guy just like in 24 hours decided like to watch tutorials over tutorials of tier elements. Like we do not have like informations about what this guy is doing at home. He might be a genius. Fucking knows. Who
knows? Maybe they're the best player that ever like lived.
It was 5 minutes after the tweet. Galzo is saying that. It was 5 minutes. Oh, 5 minutes after the tweet is kind of...
Wait, that is quick.
Wait, that is very quick. Someone else might play, or this guy already knows how to play.
I have a feeling they've already played the format. Like, that's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, that might be the case. But that...
And they're like just baiting with the tweet.
Anyways. I'm genuinely asking, you said on Twitter, I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! So, do you or don't you? I have a little bit. That's a lie. It's not. I have definitely a little bit. Didn't you win a national? Ooh. I mean, to be honest, he's not playing that crazy. Like, this guy, if he, like, I can see that he played a little bit. He's actually not playing that
I can see, like, he knows, like, the fundamentals and, like...
He knows the fundamental for sure. He knows the fundamental for sure. But, like, he's still playing not clean. He's not playing well.
Yeah.
He's definitely not playing well. 100%.
But he's, like, playing fine enough for, like, someone that hasn't played, like, consistently.
Wondering who are you? Okay, one sec. Are we done or are we playing this out? Wondering who are you? I'll tell you after you run me my money. Lamau, what money? I mean, we were never getting paid, but say hi to Twitter. Losing to Pokemon player is crazy. Hi, Twitter. You can send a paper. I'll demand you one. Well, play. But you're good at Yu-Gi-Oh! I have a little bit. And then he quits. Now, from this point on, people started DMing me. The Galzo is not gonna pay this dude. Or he's not, he's saying that he's not supposed to play this dude. But today, we're gonna have Galzo and Cole talking about why or if he's gonna pay the $1,000 to Poké Duels, TCG. So, talk it out.
Get it out of your system. Yeah, roast me. Let's go.
No,
let's hear.
We already went over. We already went. I'm not here. I'm not here to talk shit. We went over the technical lines, and I brought Quantal with me, which is one of the best irrelevant players. And
I'm ass.
That's enough.
That's okay.
That's enough.
Yes.
That's fine.
That's enough. We don't need to go over the technical plays. Now I wanna know what's happening with this dude and what's happening with the 1K. Because you are a famous YouTuber. And you need to understand that it's not right.
Am I?
26K subscribers, it's a lot. For a YouTuber, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So can you tell me what's happened?
Okay, so here's how it went down yesterday.
Yes.
So I was here, it was I think it was 2 a.m. My dog, I was on the couch, preparing to go to bed. I saw the tweet that everybody saw that Yu-Gi-Oh is easy, blah blah blah. So I jokingly or not jokingly, I retweeted $1,000 money match, whatever, blah blah blah, whichever deck you want. 5 minutes later, he DMs me, and he's like, "Let's go. Are we gonna play or what?" So I'm like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You ever played Yu-Gi-Oh?" And he's like, "No, I never played Yu-Gi-Oh." So he's like, "Okay." I was thinking at that point, I'm not gonna be taking anybody's money.
Okay,
I'm a
but
grown
that's
ass.
what you are thinking, right?
What is?
That's what you are thinking. That's your if you don't want to take his money, that's on you.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
That's absolutely okay. It's a reality that never happened, so I'm not gonna say I wasn't gonna take his money. It doesn't really matter, because nobody can prove that. So he says "No, I haven't played," and then he's like, "Do you want to play full power tier Shizu mirror?"
I mean, that's I never played. I mean, if someone who never played asked me to play full power tier Ishizu Mirror, they definitely did play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They might have.
They might have played. They might have played that format.
They said I've never played, and I was like tier mirror, and in response they were like tier Shizu full power. They were very formal about it, probably copy paste from somewhere. So I was
Do you mind sending a screenshot of the message?
I'll send it later.
Okay.
I got the DMs for that.
Okay.
So again, I was like, it was the middle of the night. I'm like, you know what? That's probably a funny gotcha moment. Okay. He talked shit about Yu-Gi-Oh! I beat this guy, even though obviously I played it so bad. I understand. I never ever said I was I'm not a pro player by any means.
No, but no one is saying that. No one is saying. But if you play for 1,000, I'm expecting you to know your shit about at least that format or that deck.
I agree. That's fair. I never thought it would even go the distance.
I did play actually for 5K one time, and I spent a month.
You played for 5K?
I played for 5K one time.
That's crazy.
And I spent months. I spent a month to actually prep myself. Maybe I should post that on my channel one time.
So obviously, you understand that going for $1,000 money match with someone who never played Yu-Gi-Oh is obviously a joke, right? No one can really take that seriously, but we'll put that to the side. Whether people are taking it seriously or not, that's absolutely fine. So I'm like, I'm thinking he's never gonna show up, right? It's all for Twitter.
Yeah.
So I'm like, does he even know DB? So I'm like, yeah, bro, I have a room open. And he's like, let me put a deck together. 2 minutes later, he joins the room.
Okay, here is the thing, right? I think you got baited. Like, it's basically what happens
Oh,
usually.
I know. I obviously know. I know. I got hustled. I know that.
Yeah.
Absolutely know that. Okay. We played the game. You saw the game. We played like ass. I'm not gonna give excuses on why I played it. I'm not a good player by any means. Certainly not at that level, right? Even though like you and Quantal are not like at my level at all. Like I'm not at your level, nor near that. Never said I was,
No,
right?
I'm not saying,
Um,
like, this is not me against you. I'm not
no,
saying
no,
I'm
no. I know,
better than you.
I know. I'm talking. I'm basically talking to chat.
Oh, okay.
Not you guys. I'm not blaming you guys. I love you guys. It's all good between us. Everything's okay. I'm just saying, like when you go into like a quote unquote money match like that against a person who's trying to like prove a point, obviously once the game started and I saw how he played, I knew that it's not the same person. Okay. So
You don't know if
I
it's the same person or if it's him that lied about playing the game. He for sure played the game. We can say 100% that he played the game.
it's not the same guy and I'll explain why I know that. Okay. So the game ends. You saw how it went. I lose, get my ass cheeks clapped. All good, nice. So afterwards, another very famous Yugi tuber who I'm not gonna mention his name. He messaged me on Twitter, and he says, "I know that person. He's never played Yu-Gi-Oh in his life. He's well known in the Pokemon TCG community. He's very rich. He flies out to events, but he never does. And he says he paid someone to play you.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, I figured it wasn't the same, right?
Okay, so this
So
guy, like, this guy is very rich, flies to event, he never does well, and this person that you don't want to mention DM'd you saying that this guy paid someone to play you.
yes,
Okay.
I don't know if that's true, by the way. I don't know if that's true, but it
Okay.
wasn't the same. Like, okay, so let's say there's the Nesh TCG Twitter account,
Yes.
right? If I play you and Quantal is playing, then it's not you playing, right? Even though like you can open a DB account with the same name, just give it to someone else, he can play the game, blah blah blah, right?
Yes.
I think we can all agree that the Pokemon TCG player who made the tweet was not the person who I know doesn't play Yu-Gi-Oh! And never has played Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, and you can go over Twitter. He never like you guys probably don't know the guy, right? You've never seen him in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right?
Never.
So that
I
doesn't
have no
necessarily
idea
mean
what
he's
that is.
that doesn't necessarily have to mean that he's necessarily a nobody, because I'm sure a lot of people haven't heard
Yeah,
about
there are
many
people that
players
did
who do
not
well.
do
Yeah,
like that did not accomplish
yeah,
a
yeah,
lot, but they are still good players.
yeah.
Like if
Exactly.
Ryan knew when he didn't win awards, like I knew Ryan knew 5 years ago, and I was like, this kid is insane. He will be one
Yeah.
of the best players in the world. Now check him out. Last year won awards, and I already knew that guy was gonna do well, and no one knew him until
Yeah.
that point.
But this guy has been known for years in the Pokemon TCG community. Like people know him IRL. Like people know who this person is. There's a photo of him on his Twitter,
Yeah,
right? Of the real person.
yeah,
Okay. So my thinking was obviously like I'm a grown ass man with a family and a job
I
and
feel
whatever.
that.
Yu-Gi-Oh is not necessarily my life, right?
Yeah,
I'm not ashamed to admit in front of people that I got played. Not only I got cooked in the game, which I played like ass, which is fine. I don't care about that,
yeah,
right? I make content for fun. I'm not like going on winning YCSs. I got hustled. Like he said, let's go, because he was trying to bait someone to play him. I was stupid enough to make that call, and he called someone. And he said, "Yeah, cook this guy." I don't know if let's say he probably saw that I wasn't that like much of an accomplished player, because I'm sure like if one of you guys or like I saw Triff messaging him. If that was the challenge coming from you guys or like Triff, he would have never taken the right. He would never actually play someone that good, unless like it's fucking Pac behind the scenes or something. I'm just saying like
No, Pac
someone
do
really
not
good.
play that bad.
I know. I'm just kidding. Someone like solid at Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, the guy that you played against is not
I got-
solid. The guy that you played against was decent, but not solid.
He was decent. He was much better than I am, but the point is that it's not the same guy. Now you can say it doesn't matter when it comes to a money match. I don't really give a shit about that, right? I know I got hustled, but it doesn't mean, to me at least, that if the point that he was trying to make is that I never played Yu-Gi-Oh! And this is me coming up against you playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For the first time, that was not the guy. That was not the guy I challenged to play.
I mean, like, I can see your point. I can see your point.
That is my point. My point is, I challenged a guy who never played Yu-Gi-Oh! I wasn't going to take a dime from him right away. That would be super unethical, especially as a content creator. But I'm not getting hustled.
I'll take his money, bro. I'll take his money. Like, I'm literally throwing my challenge right now. We put DBgrinder as middleman. I'll pay you. I will play you up to 2,000. I'll pay him up to 2,000.
But no one's gonna play you. No one's gonna play you because you're good and I'm bad.
Like, I don't give a shit.
No one's gonna play you.
I'll pay him up to 2,000. And I will give the money to DBgrinder to run it. Yeah.
They're not gonna play you. No one's gonna play you. He's not gonna take a challenge from any serious Yu-Gi-Oh player. He took a challenge from me because that was obviously easy to make a point. He got his Twitter W. He got like, okay, fine, joke's on me. I don't really give a shit. I'm down with the joke. It's all good. I played like ass. It's okay to be everywhere on YouTube. But as much as it hurts everybody here to hear that, I'm not paying the guy. And that is it. I am not going to pay him.
I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right.
But
you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. I don't think it's right. It's not honest, man. I disagree.
I understand. It's also not honest to challenge or answer a challenge, and then when the point of the match was, I never played Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's so easy that I can beat you in a money match. That was the point of the game, right?
Yeah, that is.
So
the
you
point.
bring
Like,
on you bring on someone else to play me. Are you that much of a
like the moment you joined the game, right? He could have lost 1,000, or he could have won 1,000, right?
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Like we don't like again, like the situation in which you won and you didn't let him pay never happened. So the moment,
I know. I agree.
Okay, so the moment like a match was joined, the moment that like the match started, this guy could have won 1,000 or lose 1,000, and get hassled himself by you for not playing the game.
Mm-hmm. He picked the right target, I guess.
I mean, and I understand that, but like it's not fair. You feel me? Like I understand your point, but you don't have any tangible proof. You don't have any tangible proof to say this guy paid someone else to pay you. Like, we can tell that this guy played this format 100%. This guy is not new to the game 100%. 100%.
Also,
this guy
it's not the same guy. It's not the same guy, Nash.
You don't have any tangible proof that this is not the same person. Like,
that's fine.
You are actually like. Do you agree with me that you don't 100%
I don't have
know?
I don't have proof, but it is proof enough to say that a person who's never played the game, that is not a person who never played the game. So that is enough proof for me that it is not the same person, because he told me himself, I never played Yu-Gi-Oh. I have a screenshot of that. It's on the tweet. He commented, I never played Yu-Gi-Oh.
We read the tweet. This guy said that he never played Yu-Gi-Oh. That's a lie. That's 100% a lie. That's 100% a lie. This guy 100% played Yu-Gi-Oh. And he spent actually, like, I would actually assume that he actually spent some time playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Not a lot of time, but we can say that he spent some times playing Yu-Gi-Oh. And in order to play an old format like this,
pretty well. Mm-hmm. Enough to know the mirror pretty well. Like, he knew what to do.
He knew what to do. That's I think that's 100% what we can say. Like,
much more than I did, by the way. I didn't even play the format.
But why would
I
you
mean, in
play that
general-
format then?
Yeah.
Because it was against the person who's never played Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's the easiest like going of who actually played the game or not.
Okay, so hear me
Even
out.
though I played Ass.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
So you try to hustle poke duels.
No, I didn't try to hustle.
You say that you joined the 1K money match against someone who never played the game. Like, how was ever supposed to win?
That's also why I said that I never thought that person specifically would take the bait and play a game. Like it's either that he never played the game and he doesn't play because he's not stupid enough, or that somebody else will play that can actually win that money for him. So it was never going to be honest from the get-go. Like it was never honest. Though it shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have happened. It was a mistake, right? I'm not going to admit that it was a mistake to even call that out, let alone $1,000, which I couldn't care less if I paid or not, right? But still, obviously it's a bad look, but it wasn't honest on their side.
But,
You don't have to out anybody. I know that it wasn't the person. Like everybody with a brain can tell that it's not the same person, and that's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
The issue is you didn't verify beforehand.
That is my main
That's
my main problem is the
It's
fact
also
like the Galzo, don't get
I
me
didn't
wrong,
think
right?
it that much. Yeah, it's okay.
Like you didn't think that much, which is already a mistake. That's like
Mhm.
that's a real life misplay.
Yeah.
But like my main concern is the fact that even though you say that you were gonna take the monies, but we don't have a tangible proof of you not taking the monies, right? Like from a different perspective, this guy,
Yeah.
like from a different perspective, if you look at it from the outside, you were hustling.
Mm-hmm. People can look at it and interpret it that way, but I didn't win.
Okay,
So-
but here is the thing, right? Like if you look at it like from the outside, someone would say, okay, Galzo is taking the freest W of his life, he's gonna hustle him from 1K. Then you got hustled, but now you don't want to pay. Like that's my main concern with all of this.
That is very true.
Okay.
I have no argument against it because that's exactly what happened. I wasn't trying to hustle anybody. I think that even if people don't really know me, even you guys don't really know me. I never do money matches online anyway. Like you know that about me. I don't play for money. I'm not a super competitive player. I'm a content creator first. I have a real job. I don't need that money, to be honest.
I mean, to be
People
honest,
can say
26K on YouTube, it's also a real job, in my opinion. But that's not.
it's not, brother. It's not my job. It is not. I work a full-time job in tech. I have my own life. I upload 2 videos a week. I don't make. I make $200-$300 from YouTube a month. I can. I have no problem sharing that. That is what I make, which is okay.
Yeah.
I don't need to hustle anybody to make money, and I don't hustle anybody to make money, because you know that I don't play money matches at all.
No, I know. I
This
know
was
that you
this
don't
was
play
a
money
dumb
matches.
this was a dumb way to make a point that blew up in my face.
Yeah,
It
but
blew
now
up
we
in
are
my
gonna
face,
all look
and now
like
I'm the
stupid.
asshole.
Like you feel that, like you basically decide to be the face of this entire situation, and now the entire Yu-Gi-Oh community looks like bozos.
because I don't pay. The Yu-Gi-Oh
They are
community
gonna
looks like
use
Galzo.
you as an example.
So let him play against the real player.
But you were supposed to be the real player. Now Pokemon,
I don't represent the
now the
Yu-Gi-Oh
Pokemon community has a way to attack us, saying like this dude, like Pokemon player came out of nowhere, like won against Galzo, who was actually an established
But it's
Yu-Gi-Oh
not.
player and won a
But it's not
national.
the same guy. But it's not the real guy.
You don't know it. I might know it.
I mean, Nash,
in
come
5
on,
minutes.
come on, come
I
on.
might know it in 5 minutes.
No, I don't need to blame anybody. I'm not looking to like make a scapegoat out of anybody. But people can. I don't represent Yu-Gi-Oh community. I made a tweet that backfired in my face, but obviously, like, obviously, if any real Yu-Gi-Oh player played against any Pokemon player, like Nesh, if you played against someone right now in Pokemon TCG, an okay player,
Yeah,
you'd probably lose too, right?
I will probably lose.
I don't know if you've ever played.
I will probably lose.
I would lose 100% because I actually never played the game.
I never played the game.
So
I mean, I actually played it for 1 day. That's it. I have 1 day experience in Pokemon.
so people can believe that they can believe or not believe that I would have taken the money or not taken the money. Okay, people who know me in real life would know enough to know if I'm honest or not. But this was stupid. Like, I mean, if you're trying to make a point that Pokemon players who never played the game can beat Yu-Gi-Oh players, that's not what happened. Like, if they're using that as a weapon over the Yu-Gi-Oh community, that is not what happened. And I
Okay,
think
someone
everybody
actually
that's
made a
satisfied
good
knows.
point. Someone made a good point. You want to do videos on YouTube, right?
Mhm.
About Yu-Gi-Oh, and then you say you do not represent the Yu-Gi-Oh culture.
I don't represent anybody. I represent myself.
But you do videos about Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's fine. Do you represent everybody?
No, but like if I'm like my content is related to Yu-Gi-Oh, right? I always tweet about Yu-Gi-Oh. I I
Me too.
never accept sponsorship. Like the sponsorship that you go on what's the name? Steam Labs and they tell you I will pay you 2,000 only if you stream this shit for 1 hour a month.
Okay.
You know those sponsorship that you get on Steam
Yeah.
Labs, right? Like you
Yeah.
can actually get like Raid Shadow Legend, you get paid X amount of
Yeah, I've never
monies,
done those.
right? Like
Yeah,
I
I've never
cannot
done.
disclose the exact amount, but like you get paid a lot, right?
Mhm.
Like that's actually like that is actually hella monies to do stuff like
Mhm.
that, right? And you never do this, right? Like I never saw you doing this.
I've never done it.
Okay, so you never done it, even though it's hella
No.
monies, because
I
you
don't need
like
the money.
because you like the game and you want to only tweet about Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
Yeah.
Okay, which I agree with you because I do the same thing, but I also see myself as a sort of bridge for like the community to be cohesive, right? Like because
I
like
get
even though
that.
you might not like it, Thrift, Farfa, Joshua Schmidt, like those are the collant of the entire community. DBgrinder, like we represent
But
the
not me.
community.
But not me.
No, not also you, because you also do Yu-Gi-Oh.
I know, but Nash, I'm not looking to represent the entire Yu-Gi-Oh community on my back. And
No,
I'm
no
sure
one
that
is asking you to represent the entire Yu-Gi-Oh community
if
on your
people
back.
put a vote, on who should be the player to play that money match, no one would have voted for me. This was my own personal thing.
I mean, no
That
one would vote for me
backfired in my
too.
face.
Like, the Yu-Gi-Oh contest thingy that says, like, who's the best Yu-Gi tuber of the year? I never got voted. Like, we got DBgrinder, we got Joshua Schmidt, we got Farfar, we got MBT. Like, those are
Yeah.
the ones that always get voted. But I do see myself as a sort of collant for the community. Like, I'm not, like, even though I don't get voted, even though I don't, like,
Mhm.
get, like, it's like people don't say, yo, Nash is insane, I like his content, I like this, I like something else, like Team Samurai too, like it's another collant of the community, even though like you don't see him a lot going on Twitter because motherfucker doesn't use Twitter, but he's still a collant
I
of the community.
I love Yu-Gi-Oh. I love playing Yu-Gi-Oh. I love making content for Yu-Gi-Oh. Every single one of the people who play the game and who watch my videos and who follow me on Twitter.
Yeah,
I don't necessarily want to represent anybody, but I understand people might look up to me
yes,
and take me as an example,
yes,
right? Because I'm a known player
yes.
or a content creator, not a player.
I don't think you like. Here is the thing, right? Like from my own perspective, you should not be the one like that looks bad in this situation if you were paying the dude, because the dude would look hella bad if you were paying it.
He would look bad if I paid him.
Yeah, the guy would look bad if you pay him. Like,
Why would he look bad?
Why would he look bad? Because I can put my experience into saying that this dude played Yu-Gi-Oh and actually played Yu-Gi-Oh at a decent level, and it's not new to the game, which he lied
That's
in
fine.
order
So
to
he
hustle
shouldn't get
on
paid.
you. I mean, you got hustled
So
100%.
I don't.
But
That's okay. That's okay. I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you, Nash. I agree with you, but it doesn't mean that I need to pay because of that. Specifically because of that reason, I shouldn't pay. He got his Twitter dub. He got like jokes on me. That is a win for him.
he didn't got jokes on you. He got jokes
He
on the
did.
entire community because of you.
Nah, come on.
No, I'm sorry. I actually disagree, guys. I think he got jokes for the entire community because of you.
I don't think he got a joke on the entire community. I think that if he dared to play an actual, like, look at what Triff is doing right now, wanting to challenge Yu-Gi-Oh Pokemon players. You think that if he,
Oh my
do
fucking
you
god!
think he would dare? Do you think he would dare to
Trip
play
is
against
streaming Pokemon right now.
you? You understand? People need to avenge me.
But Trip is a joke.
They need my
Trip
revenge.
was always a joke. Trip was always doing this shit for content. But like he would pay. Like you probably never saw this shit, but I'm in a Discord with Trip and stuff. He did play people for 1k and for 500 in Edison formats too. He does play a lot. And if he gets hustled, he gets hustled. Like he actually paid. He got hustled one time and he paid it out.
But he doesn't. Does he actually get hustled?
He
Like,
got
how do you get
hustled one time. Yeah, he doesn't play every format. He got hustled in Edison one time for 500. It happened 2 weeks ago. I was in the call.
Yeah, but he's playing against Yu-Gi-Oh players. He lost, but he didn't play against someone who said I never played Yu-Gi-Oh. That's not getting
I mean,
hustled.
you could have
He
noticed
volunteered.
that the moment he like knew the format when you said tier format. So
I realized that he was getting help at least. I could have realized that. Yeah.
Okay, here is the thing, right? Like we have, like I do understand your point of view.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if I was you, I would have paid. That's about it. Like there is.
That's absolutely valid. I understand. I understand how it looks. I understand your opinion and your point of view.
Yeah.
And I respect that. And that's basically it.
Okay. Well, I wish you a wonderful day, Galzo. Thank you for the call and for the explanation.
You too, man. Have a good night.
I think we can close up this YouTube thingy. Like we can close this up. Please don't be disrespectful in the comments. Why? Because it's my fucking YouTube video. I don't like people insulting other people on my fucking YouTube video. If I see any insults, you will be banned on my YouTube. We are only here to give normal opinions. You can disagree. You can agree. You can just type I agree and why you are agreeing and why you disagree under the YouTube comment section. I don't like, again, for people actually to go on each other's ass and to be insulting other people. You can disagree in a respectful manner, and I know a lot of people are gonna actually not listen what I'm saying. You could actually have a normal conversation like I did with Galzo, even though I totally don't like what he did, and I totally disagree with his opinion. You can still have a normal conversation without being disrespectful, and I'm expecting you to not be disrespectful in the YouTube comments of this video. 100% testify that Pokéduels was not the guy behind the game. And I can also tell you one more thing, but not the name of the dude behind the account of Pokéduels. Even though I do have it, I cannot say it in order to not leak personal IDs of other people. I can also say that this dude played 8,000 games. So 8,000 games, it's more than you.
But wait!
We got an update. I'm literally right now in call with the guy who played Galzo during the money match. And guess what? It's not the Pokemon guy. So we're gonna call him Mr. X. Mr. X, what's up?
Hello, Nest Chat. How are you guys doing?
Okay, so are you actually the guy who played for $1,000 against Galzo?
I am the person who played Galzo for 1,000. Yes.
Okay, would you tell us what happened and how this situation actually evolved into the money match?
Absolutely. So I want to start off by saying I am not Pokeduels on Twitter. I know who the person is in real life. To start, that account has many different people on it. That account has probably like 8 or 9 different people who run that account. One of the people who runs the Pokeduels Twitter account likes to engagement post. So they baited and they said, hey, Yu-Gi-Oh is a much easier game. I don't think they actually believe that because they have played both and they are much better at Pokemon than they are at Yu-Gi-Oh. So I just want to start off by saying that it was really just an engagement bait. When we saw that Galzo
we saw
responded,
many people doing it, right? Like we saw
yes,
Ranran doing it. Like that was like the most famous tweet was from Ranran when he said, oh, Yu-Gi-Oh has to be shit. Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I want to be clear, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I go to a lot of events. I have a handful of tops. I'm a pretty okay player. I think I was particularly good with tier limits. The reason why this happened is because I personally do not like Galzo. I think Galzo is a little bit of a slime ball. I think he posts things on Twitter that are really dumb. I think his YouTube videos are pretty dumb. I think he calls out people and talks shit way more than he's allowed to, and nobody has ever kind of hit him back. So when he challenged the Pokeduels account to a $1,000 money match, listen, I play a lot of tier. I played a lot of tier mirrors. I was very high rated back in the day.
Okay, hear me out.
So,
the plays were fine. They were not good though.
Okay, well, listen. I was like in the middle of work. I was in a work meeting, and I haven't played tier in like 3 years. So clearly the plays were just okay, right?
Yeah, they were
but
okay.
I knew that
they were okay.
yeah,
I could easily tell that you actually played that.
I mean, I could be in 3 work meetings and still be Galzo. Okay, that was the whole.
Yo!
I do not like Galzo as an individual.
Okay.
That is why this started. The Pokeduels Twitter account person knew that I did not like Galzo. That is why we specifically responded to Galzo, and that is why we did not respond to the other people. I want to give a shout out to people like Triff, to Bowden, to Nesh. I really like these people. These are awesome creators.
What's up, man? What's up, man? Thank you, man. Thank you.
These are awesome Yu-Gi-Oh creators. I don't have any problems with these people. I just don't like Galzo. So because of that, I said, sure, why not? As you can see in the replay, when we went over it, I had no expectation of ever getting paid. Now, I want to be clear. If he did pay us, I would have been surprised. I would not have given back the money. I want to be clear. But I did not expect to get paid in the first place because I know Galzo, and I knew he wasn't going to pay us when we beat him. Okay. So, it was one of those things where I decided to play him. I knew I was going to be better at tier limits than him. And so that's kind of how this became.
Anyone could have been better than him. Like, I don't know.
Obviously,
you saw that.
What's the Pokeduels guy?
Pokeduels. Okay, so this dude Pokeduels DMs you in private.
Well, it's somebody I know pretty closely, so he just texted me. But yeah. So he let me know, hey, do you want to play the Galzo guy for $1,000?
Yeah.
I want to be clear. I have money. We would have paid if we lost. You can believe me or not believe me. People who know who I am in person know that I played a lot of money matches before.
If I play money match, I'm gonna pay, no matter if I get hustled or not. See, dude, I play for
100%. I'm paying because my respect, like as a human, is worth more than it. I should be honest. You can believe me or not. I don't really care. I was gonna pay, but I knew Galzo wasn't gonna pay. So it was like a total cost to me. That's how confident I was that I was gonna beat him. So I kind of just want to put that out. I mean, you saw the replay. Clearly, I was gonna beat him, but I just want to be clear. I would have paid if we lost. So, yeah. The Pokeduels person is also not a bad person in real life. They engagement post a lot. They bait a lot.
I think he trolled. But then
he just trolls a lot on Twitter. Yeah, he just trolls on Twitter.
I don't think it's a bad person. I think he trolled.
Yeah.
And I think like the situation got out of hand because it's Twitter, man. Like at the end of the day, Twitter is Twitter.
Yep, exactly right. So I kind of just
Okay. So any last thing that you would like to tell the people that are here right now listening about why you don't like Galzo and
Well, there's a lot of reasons.
Okay.
I'm not going to get into each particular one,
Okay.
but I hope that this situation has showed the character of Galzo and how he is, and hopefully this blows up on him. Because
I don't think. Okay, it is the thing, right? Like, I can see your point. I also think that he should have paid, but I also think that I can see, like, I also see his point that he was supposed to play against that dude. But again, like, it's
so he was trying to hustle somebody.
yes,
right?
and then he
trying to
got
hustle a
hustled
guy
back.
who
That's
played.
why I'm saying he should have
And he
paid.
got hustled. Right.
But that's why I said he
was
should have
trying to
paid.
hustle. Yeah, he was trying to hustle somebody who had never played tier, into playing the hardest mirror match ever, right? Against some, full power tier.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, his list was also ass. Don't even get me started. But I just kind of wanted to be clear that that was the point of this. It was supposed to be a fun troll. We were supposed to dunk on Galzo, maybe expose him a little bit. It wasn't really supposed to be anything crazier than that. When I got off work, I heard that this was exploding. I had a lot of messages because a few people knew that it was me that had played him because it was supposed to be one big meme. So when I realized it was blowing up a little bit, I just wanted to go on, I wanted to go on a stream and explain myself and explain the situation. If Galzo wants to run it back and he wants to hop in a Discord with me and play me for 1,000, I'm happy to do it. It's an open challenge. It's not an open challenge to other people. I did it to Galzo because I know he's not very good and he likes to pretend he is.
I
So
feel that. No, I mean, I understand. I understand your point of view. So it's just a personal hate for a person.
yeah, it really, it's just a personal thing for the record. It's
Yeah,
just
that
personal
sounds
thing.
not like us situation. Like, you might be the Kendrick Lamar of Yu-Gi-Oh.
I mean, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
You are hating on a different level. I don't know, like, if being against it or appreciate it.
You should just stand back and appreciate the art.
I will stand back and watch the content flow. I
Yeah.
will stand back and watch the content flow. That's all. Like, I'm a watcher, man. Like, I'm a watchman. Okay.
I did.
So yeah, so I'm actually just stay behind the back and just watch the entire story flowing. And I think everyone should be like that. Not, like, people should not be involved in personal beef, and should just watch the content flow.
I think Urena had tweeted something about maybe putting 5 Pokemon players in a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, putting 5 Yu-Gi-Oh players in a Pokemon tournament. I want to be clear to people who are oblivious. I have played Pokemon competitively before as well. I think it's harder than people like to give it credit. I still think Yu-Gi-Oh is harder, clearly. I play Yu-Gi-Oh for the love of the game. Obviously, our prize pool sucks. Shout out Konami.
Shout out Konami,
but
always.
Shout out Konami. But I do just want to say that anything that is associated to the Twitter account and what happens from here on out is not me. I've already said I just want to put my piece publicly for everybody who has access to my Dueling Book account, for people who know it is me behind the scenes. I would rather this information not go out.
Yeah. So guys,
but I will
actually do not share the information of this person. I am totally against, and I will not personally share the information of this person. I wanted just to make sure to give all the information for the people that are gonna be in the comment section of the YouTube and the comment section, like, and people listening on YouTube, that this is exactly what happened. Then you can actually just make your own opinion on the matter, and if Galzo should pay still the guy or not. Again, I'll still say that he should still pay, even though it's a different person. But that's on me. That's how I am. That's what I would do if I was in Galzo's shoes. But that's another story. That's not related to what actually happened. What actually happened is this guy, Poke something TCG. What's that? What's the name?
Somebody in chat said I'm from Utah. I would never be from that bumfuck ass state. Okay, never say that shit. The Jazz suck.
Okay. Anyways, right. So this guy, this is the guy who played Galzo. It's not Poke Duels. He had a personal beef with Galzo. He decided to play against Galzo for 1k. Galzo lost, he didn't pay, and this is basically what happened. Ani.
Now,
say, one last thing. Galzo, if you want to hop my stream and play me for 1,000 right now, I won't be anonymous. If you want to play me for 1,000, you're in chat. Do you want to play again?
All up. Say your name, kid. Don't stay anonymous. So you are saying
crazy.
that if Galzo plays actually you for 1,000, you will say your name?
Yo, that's crazy.
Hold up! Shut up, honey. Hold up.
Why not?
Mr. X, you are saying that if Galzo right now plays you for 1,000, you will say your name.
Yes. If he plays me for 1,000, I'll say my name. Why not?
I'll post my PayPal. I'll post my PayPal in the chat. If Galzo sends the 1K,
Sounds like Galzo's not doing
you both will send the 1K if you guys want to play. I want your bet. Okay, never mind.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, obviously he knows he's going to get waxed. It is what it is.
Yeah. It sounded like he yielded. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It sounded like Galzo
Nice
used
try,
it.
Galzo. Nice try on that. Good try, brother.
Damn.
Unfortunately, your bluff was called a bit, but that's okay.
Okay, so
Damn.
so Galzo decides to deny the money match in this case. Hani, we need the personal opinion of the GOAT, and in this case, you are the GOAT. So tell me, what do you think about this entire situation, Hani?
All right. Personal opinion. Even though, right, Galzo might have not played the person that he thought he was playing, right? I don't know. I just still think that initially, whenever it happened, like there was no way to really tell if it was Pokemon, TCG, or whatever, or whoever this is in the chat, right? Like he should have probably paid him immediately, and the fact that he didn't pay him immediately, right? And maybe he just assumed that he knew it wasn't a Pokemon player. Maybe he just like really thought it was a Yu-Gi-Oh player. But I don't know. I just think that's kind of wild in general. Like if I ever lost the money match, I would just pay it up. You know what I mean? And like even if it wasn't, this is the thing. Even if it wasn't the person that I thought it was behind the screen, I still lost the duel and I had a chance to win it. And if I won the duel, I would have won the 1,000. So like I just think it's not right to pay. You know what I mean? Because like at the end of the day, like
Also, there is also another thing that I would
you had a
like to
chance
say.
to win. You could have still won, and you could have got
There is also
$1,000.
another thing that I would like to say. Because it was very clear from the first interaction that this dude was not the dude.
Yeah, he should have known. I'm not trying to be like.
The moment you realize, if you actually want to play against the pocket guy, the moment you realize it's not the dude, you quit that. Game 1. You don't play game 2. You don't play. You don't play fully game 1. You don't play fully game 2, and then after everything is done, you decide to not pay. I think if you realize the moment you realize that's not the dude, that's the moment you leave, and that's the moment you say you are trying to scam me.
Yeah. You don't ever challenge somebody for a money match if you weren't actually gonna pay, and like that is honestly the lesson to be learned. And yeah, like that's honestly my that's just honestly my opinion on it. Like,
I don't think Galzo and this dude should be in the same shot. I can see fire going off. I don't think.
I want to say, the reason why I'm staying private is because it's the same reason why I don't post YouTube videos or do other things. Is because, my personal life is my personal life. People know who I am behind the scenes. That's all that really matters.
Mm-hmm.
I would have paid you for the record, Galzo. You can believe me or not believe me. I don't really care. I mean, I would have paid you. I think the people who know me behind the scenes can attest that I would have paid you because it's just a money match. But yeah, I've played for more. It's not a big deal.
Okay, so thank you for your side of the story. I literally just came back on stream just to give this side. If anyone else has something else to add, otherwise we can close this off.
Yeah, I have nothing to add, honestly.
Mr. X,
I was just here to hang out.
Next, are we playing a tier money match ourselves? Do you want to play?
If you want me to play tier money match, you will have to give me a couple of days to
prepare.
Yeah, I will play for 1,000 if you want to play.
It would be good content. I mean, I wouldn't play you for 1,000.
Okay, you can decide.
I think I'm probably pretty close to flipping a coin with you, for the record. So
flipping a coin, I like that.
I think I'm pretty close to flipping a coin with you. I'm not sure how good you can get in a few days, but
I need a couple of days. I'm not trying to play for 1,000 like out of the buff. Like I'm not that crazy.
I don't blame you.
I'm not that crazy. You might have played that shit for like weeks straight from now on, and I would be behind in terms of gameplay. Like if you give me like a couple of days, like 3-4 days, I'm pretty sure I can catch back, because I used to play this shit like every day, and I played actually for thousands in the tier in tier mirrors. Adnan can attest it. I don't know if you ever played against Adnan. Toast. You probably did if you were in the Colosseum.
I used to play mostly in Dragon Riders. I never played.
Dragon
Played
Riders,
luxury,
the free
luxury and
Facebook
Dragon
group.
Rider. I stopped playing. I stopped playing once Coliseum came out. I played luxury and Dragon Rider. I never played.
Okay,
Coliseum.
you never played in the Colosseum. Okay, I see that.
No.
I mean, luxury was a good one, but Dragon Riders, man.
Shout out Cam Neal in the chat. My goat. Love that guy.
Yeah, Cam Neal is insane. Okay.
He self-reported. I mean, you can do an investigation and probably find out who I am. But I'm just not gonna.
Don't
like,
say the
put
name.
my-
I will delete.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put
message
my.
you say
I'm
that.
not gonna put my name out there, or else I'm gonna get a million people commenting, and trying to get on the dick. So, but if you do an investigation and find out who I am, good for you. Shout out.
Yeah. Okay, so that's about it. Okay, I mean, I made my thing. Chat. Like the drama I solved, the guy was not like the Poké Duels guy was not the guy. Surely the VOD stays up. Surely the VOD will not stay up. But that's about it. Like the investigation is over. That shit was crazy.
Another one.
Wow.
Oh. So I'm in call right now with the DBgrinder and Hani. Because thanks to Hani, I was able to find the other dude that played Galzo. And then I was in call with the DBgrinder. Then I called DBgrinder because I was like, you know what? I want to ask his opinion on the matter. Because he runs the Colosseum right now. And he's also involved in many money matches and shit like that. Also, I'm in my pajama because it's 4 a.m. And I got the call from DBgrinder right now. So I was like, you know what? I need to run this shit so quick. So, Austin, can you tell me your interaction with Galzo when you got in call with it?
Yeah. So we hopped in call because I messaged him on Twitter asking him for the replay because I wanted to watch it. I told him I wasn't gonna post it. I just wanted to watch it because everyone kept sending me fake replays of it, and I just wanted to see like $1,000 money match. And then I hopped in call, and he like explained the scenario to me, and he just told me like I'm not gonna pay the dude because I don't think it's the Poké Duel guy, so I'm just gonna scam him.
Okay, and so I will tell you what Galzo told me, and you tell me if you think you agree with some statements. Okay, first of all, I keep trying to say that I should not post this video because it would look bad for the Yu-Gi-Oh community and the Pokemon guy all the way. What do you think about that statement?
I don't think it's gonna look bad for the Yu-Gi-Oh community necessarily. I mean, I think it will a little bit, but it's not your fault that it's looking bad. It's his fault for scamming. You're just kind of bringing like awareness to it.
Okay, and there is also another thing, like, do you agree with him not paying the deeds?
No, of course not. Like, he lost the money match. He should definitely pay.
Like, it doesn't matter who's behind the screen.
Okay, but his point
Like,
is
he
that
knew-
he did not play the dude.
It doesn't matter. He knew it wasn't the dude after game one. Clearly.
Yeah, and even then, like, he didn't know for a fact it wasn't the dude, like, after the match. And he even said in call, like, with me before you found out who it actually was, like, I'm not paying the guy.
So
Yeah, at the end of the day, he never had intentions of paying
So
him.
you are
like,
telling me that he never had any intention of paying the dude?
No, I don't think he ever had attention. Like, maybe if he actually thought it was the guy, but even then, like, I don't know, bro. Like, if he lost, I don't think he would have. Like,
Okay.
I don't know. It just didn't seem like he was trying to pay.
Well, if he won, do you think he would have taken the bread? And that's the question. And I
Yeah.
guess, yeah, I think so too, right?
You
Why would you even play
100%
money
think
match?
that he would have taken the bread if he was winning that?
Listen, why play the money match if you weren't gonna take the bread at the end? Like that's just something that just doesn't make sense to me. At the end of the day, he just tried to free roll on this guy, and at the end of the day, bro, like, I don't know, like, that's just not cool. 100%, I understand it wasn't the person that he thought it was, but you still just try to free roll him. So, like, I don't know, bro. Like to me, like when you play online, you already know that there's a risk that you're not versing the person. Like he's not oblivious. Like come on, bro. We all know this, right? We all
Yeah.
know that when you're playing online, you might not be versing the person that you think you're versing. And at the end of the day, like sure, even if it wasn't him, like you've played that match out, he had every chance to win it. He played horrendously, and that's just on him. And he accepted this challenge. Like at the end of the day, bro, like if I'm in Galzo's shoes, I'm just paying up here. And I mean, yeah, like yeah, it's just unfortunate to say. I just think that that's just the case. I mean, that just goes for any money match. If I played anybody for bread, I would just pay him. Like that's
Okay,
just what it is.
so I will read his side, okay? He said, me playing a noob was calling out that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is easy for money, it's not hustling. He knows the deal, I know the deal, we both know what's happening and still go for it, that's fine. If I got up against someone and they lie about who they are and who's playing, that's hustling. Even if Pocket Duels himself played me, that's not hustling. I didn't present anything as false. Just to make that clear, I don't care about the video, you can have your fun. I didn't try to hustle anyone, the deal was clear, transparent, and on the table. They are the ones who intentionally hustled me and lied. I didn't do anything wrong except for playing it. I don't know how you think someone should pay after being lied to intentionally. That's what Galzo told me.
Yeah, I understand what he's saying, but like we all kind of know that that dude wasn't the one playing, right? And then
But DBgrinder is telling me that he called in a call with Galzo, and Galzo told him that he was gonna scam him no matter what.
I mean, at the end of the day, like,
And this happened after the match, Austin?
Yeah, it was after the match, and it was like while you were going over it on Twitch. Like before he even like hopped in your call on Twitch.
yeah, it's tough to say honestly. I just think obviously it's
So
just
no
not
matter
good on
what,
enough
after
on
the
Galzo.
match, he was not gonna pay the dude because he thought he was someone else? Just because he thought of it?
Yeah, he didn't even know.
He
Like
didn't
that's the
even know.
thing. That's my thing too. Like that's also my thing. Like he really didn't know. Like obviously you did some detective work. You found out. Sure, he didn't play the guy that he was supposed to verse. I understand. And like that within itself, yes, I understand that it could be questionable, but I mean at the end of the day, like bro, like you're playing online. Like we kind of just like I don't know if anybody here is familiar with playing online, but a lot of the time you're not versing the person that you think you're versing. Like at the end of the day, like that's just what it is. Like and yeah, that's just my personal opinion. I also just like playing online for bread because like at the end of the day, like I think that's the best part, bro. I don't care if there's 20 people in the call. I don't care if there's 30 people in the call. I'm smoking whoever's in front of me. But guess what, bro?
I mean,
Galzo wasn't the one to do
I'm with
that.
you. Like, you
Yeah,
are supposed to smoke
yeah,
whoever is there.
Galzo wasn't. And the thing is, bro, I don't care if there's 30 people in the call. I don't care if it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna pay up if I lose, straight up. You know why? Because I took the challenge and I had a chance to win. Now, why didn't Galzo win? Can we talk about why Galzo didn't win? Because he played bad. He played bad. Thank you, Austin. Thank you. And that's just what it is, bro. Like, so you played bad. And now you don't want to play, like, put up the bread, bro. Like, don't ever challenge anybody for a money match, bro, if you weren't gonna pay. And that's honestly my opinion
I agree.
on the situation, bro. I'm a man of my word. At the end of the day, like, if I came to a decision or I came to like if I was playing somebody for bread, I'm paying them, bro. If I set up a deal, I'm paying them, bro. I understand that. Oh, it wasn't the person that he expected, but like I said, when you're playing online, what do you expect, bro? Like, have you ever been a part of any type of money match or anything like that in the Yu-Gi-Oh community? We all know that it's never truly the person behind the computer or there's always an alt account. You know what I mean? Austin, you can agree with this, right?
Yeah. Like even if it was actually that guy, like he probably would have just been getting coached anyways.
Yes, bro. Yes. Like that's the thing. Like,
If
you
you
know,
want to
who's to
assure
say
the
it
thing, if
wasn't?
I'm playing for 1K, we are staying and we see we're talking with each other. And even
Yeah.
then, someone could DM.
Yes.
But it's not the same
it's
thing.
crazy.
In my opinion, DMs, it's worse. Because
It's crazy.
it would take hella time if it was getting coached in DMs.
I mean, I agree. I also think it's kind of crazy that the guy that did play the money match strictly said he played him because he thought Galzo was POS, right? That's what this is. Obviously, like I have no ill intent against Galzo whatsoever.
Oh no,
This is
I
coming
don't
from
have. Again, I
right.
don't
This
have
is
anything against Galzo.
like this is coming from the person that literally played him,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he was like, he just knew that he just said that he knew that Galzo was slime. He knew he wasn't gonna pay him, and and at the end of the day, like he literally played the money match strictly because he didn't like Galzo. And I mean, it's kind of crazy how it ended up with Galzo not paying him. Like whatever this dude was saying is like, I don't know, bro. Like you're kind of proving his point. Galzo, my opinion is you pay him, bro. And then the matter is just over, bro. Like at the end of the day, bro, you shouldn't have played the money match. And I understand what you're trying to do here. You're trying to be like, oh yeah, man, like, yeah, like it's a lesson learned, this, that, and the third, and then you're not gonna pay him, bro.
Yeah,
Like
but here's the
it's
thing,
just
right?
kind of
I also
like
called the
that just
DB
sounds
guy.
kind of crazy.
Hold up. I also called the DBgrinder, right? And I was like, Austin, I feel kind of conflicted on posting this video because I do support over Yu-Gi-Oh like content creators. I do support like when I find someone that I like, or when I found someone that like I like the content, I usually support them. Like several Twitch streamers from Yu-Gi-Oh that they have actually like, several Twitch streamers of Yu-Gi-Oh can attest the fact that I try to help like I try to help him out, or in different ways.
Yeah.
Like for example, like let me give you an example, right? Like there were a guy that could not afford to go to a national. I paid this national out in order to go to the nation. There were other like people with low like numbers on Twitch that were streaming Yu-Gi-Oh, and I helped them out, like giving them a raid, gifting them like 20 subs, like like also DBgrinder did several videos over that. That's why I fuck with him, yeah. Like like we have the same mentality, right? Because someone helped me and raised me up, and I'm gonna help someone else and raise him up. Like I think that we are actually one squad, right? Like that we are actually one thing, and we should look for each other back. But I'm not supporting what Galzo is doing, and that is basically why I'm running this video. I don't support it whatsoever. I don't care who he is. Like, could be anyone.
It could be anyone. That's exactly what
I
it
care
is,
about
bro.
integrity, man. I care about, and that's why I called Austin. I was like, what, Austin, what do you think about this? And Austin, like, you can give your thoughts about this entire situation.
Yeah, like, yeah, I think it's like completely fine that you make the video. Like, obviously, he doesn't want you posting it because, like, I mean, he scammed a guy for $1,000. Like, that's obviously not a good look on his end. Even if it like wasn't the guy he was originally supposed to technically be playing. But yeah, like I think it's fine that you post the video. I think Galzo should be paying $1,000, 100%. Like he even said he wasn't gonna pay it before he like absolutely knew it wasn't the guy. Like he didn't even know that like the guy could have been a god at the game, right? He could have been secretly playing Yu-Gi-Oh for a while and like just cooked him, and he didn't even know that, and he was scamming him before he even knew it wasn't him.
Yes. My thing is, what happens if Galzo wins game 2 and 3? Would you be asking for the money, Galzo? And the thing is, bro, you could say that you weren't gonna ask for the money, bro. But guess what, bro? At the end of the day, no one's gonna believe you, dude. No one. Literally no one, bro. So at the end of the day, you're just scamming here. And I'm telling you, like, I'm just telling you, man to man. You're gonna watch this video and you're gonna be like, damn, I hate when this dude tells the truth. And it's just unfortunate, bro. Trust me, I've been in a lot of uncomfortable situations, bro. You'll move past this. Like, at the end of the day, like, things go away, bro. I'm just saying, like, this is not the end of your YouTube career either. But I do think that you just pay him. Like it just sounds crazy, but it's just what it is, bro. And yeah, like, that's just my personal opinion. Like, it's just crazy. I never seen somebody take $1,000 money match and then not pay somebody at the end. And like, if there was a middleman involved, this was game work. You understand? If there was a middleman involved, Galzo would have already lost $1,000. He would have never got it back. It would have
By
been
the
gone.
way, if you think about it, right? Because if you go on Twitter, the most recent tweet from the dude says the Poké Duels tweet says Um, mm,
That it wasn't him, or what?
yeah. He said,
Yeah,
quick statement
somebody
from
else
the
was on
actual
him.
Poké Duels. Yu-Gi-Oh players I let on the account were behind the tweets and behind organizing the money match with Galzo. Personally, I was fine with it going down since people were getting upset at posts I didn't even make. Of course, I wouldn't be the one playing the match. I let whoever made the post handle it. In hindsight, I probably should have stepped in and stopped everything before it got out of control, so that's my fault. None of us expected this to blow up as much as it did. It was just stupid fun that got out of hand. I don't hide the fact that multiple people run this account, so if you are mad at that, I don't know what to say beyond I'm sorry. Also, verifying your opponent before dueling online should be common practice. So hear me out. The guy didn't actually lie. Like, he was on the Pocket Duels account. Like, he was running the Pocket Duels account.
Yeah, I know.
What he lied
It's crazy.
about, what he lied
Was not
about,
playing Yu-Gi-Oh at all.
was
I
not
think he
playing
did
Yu-Gi-Oh.
lie about that. Yeah, I think he did lie about that, but whatever, bro. He clearly knew that dude was playing Yu-Gi-Oh after game 1, and then continued to and proceeded to play game 2 and 3, and didn't even want to question it until after the duel. If you wanted to question it, you should have probably questioned it right then and there instead of questioning it all the way at the end. Because like I said, if you won game 2 and 3, Galzo, we might not even be having this conversation right now, and that's just kind of the truth, bro. And yeah, like that is just the real scenario. And the fact that the dude literally tries to play him for $1,000 again in the call, like, just makes it even crazier, in my opinion. Like it's actually just crazy. He knew that Galzo wasn't gonna pay. Uh and yeah, bro, Galzo doesn't need to pay, but I mean I just think that, like, that's just a bad reflection. And like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, I'm not supporting that. Like, 100%. I'm not covering the
Yeah.
back of someone who does not have my same, you know, ideology on how
How to
to
conduct
conduct
things
certain things
properly.
in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
I'm
cause
not
like
losing my face for $1,000. That's not happening. I'm not losing my face for $10,000. Imagine if I'm gonna lose my face for $1,000. It's not happening.
bro, that shit's just crazy. I'm not gonna lie, like the whole entire situation's kind of crazy. Um, yeah, like
And that's
I've
why,
been in countless money matches, bro.
and that's literally the reason why I gave Austin the Colosseum, because I know that he's a man of honor. Like I know that, like, he's a man of honor, right? Like, that's why DBgrinder is running the Colosseum right now.
Bro, he had a fair chance of winning that duel. Like,
Like, if you
like
have a fair
he literally
chance
said
and
he
you get it,
like at
that's
the
what
end
I
of the day,
know you
like he
should
tried
do.
to take advantage of a random Pokemon player, and then he said he got baited or whatever. But like at the end of the day, like you think it's right to take advantage of people like that don't play Yu-Gi-Oh?
I don't think that
Like,
money match should have
like
ever
I would.
happened.
It shouldn't even have happened in the first place. That's the thing. It shouldn't have happened in the first place, bro. You shouldn't have challenged somebody that doesn't play Yu-Gi-Oh for $1,000 anyway. Like that just sounds crazy, bro. I would never play it like bro. I would never play somebody that's underneath me for $1,000, bro.
After I
Unless it
watched the
was like,
replay, I
unless
made a
they were
post. I
like
was like, I'm gonna
super
play you
super
for
duper
2,000.
confident.
After
Yeah, bro. Like I got.
because I know that guy
Yeah.
plays Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm literally gonna play him for 2,000 if that guy wants to play. But because I know he
The
plays
fact that he
Yu-Gi-Oh.
was super duper confident makes it just like kind of sus in general. Like I just don't know how he just didn't read the room, bro. Like it's actually just crazy. I can't believe, bro. I know he's regretting not like he's just regretting not like
Oh,
he
he's
just wishes he
regretting
probably never
everything.
played
Like,
that.
as I told you,
Yeah,
like,
for
he was in
sure.
my DMs saying that I shouldn't do it.
Yo, this is so funny, dude. This is actually mad funny. Like the fact that like the amount of regret here is actually
Like, and
crazy
the fact that
for
he's
sure.
gonna hate me, but like, I don't think I should be, like, he should not hate me. Like, he's
I
doing
don't
it for
think he
his
should
own.
hate you. I don't think realistically, like he can't really hate any of us for us giving us our like giving our opinion at the end of the day.
And
Like
it's
at
like,
the end of
why
the
are you
day, like
doing it on YouTube? Like, Twitter is a different story, right? Like, things on YouTube are different than
everything is
things on
public at
Twitter.
this point. And like this is all
But
on
he
X.
made that
Everyone
shit
can give their own
public. He
decision.
made that shit public. He made all of us look bad. I'm not taking it.
Yes, bro.
I'm not
Yes,
taking it.
bro. You gotta understand that this is something.
I'm
This
not
is
paying for
something that's
Galzo
helpful.
actions. I'm not doing that. I'm not signing
Yeah,
for that.
yeah. You really made us look bad, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Not paying the 1,000 is crazy. That's just like
And
a
also
bad
playing a
look.
money match, knowing that, like, me, Hani, DBgrinder, like we literally made this shit. Hani started with luxury. I proceeded with the Colosseum and I passed the throne back to DBgrinder and he's running this shit right now. Like,
it's just wrong, I think, bro. I just think it's wrong.
We started this shit. Obviously, I'm gonna stand always on the side of who's right. What do you think about it, Austin?
Yeah, like I think people like I think also like just throwing it out there, like people should always use a middleman if you're playing for money, cause people will scam you even if they're like big names in the community like Galzo. Like there's always a chance that you just get scammed.
Yep,
like,
I actually agree with that, man. I agree with that. I think like
The most famous one was Faisal Khan, I think, was the one that scammed the most.
oh,
Yeah.
that was like, but like he did it on a different scale, right? Like he didn't play money matches. He played he bought cards from people.
No.
No,
That's
he,
like a
he did both.
No,
He did both.
Funny. He did both. That shit was crazy.
No way. No way.
Yeah.
There's
the
zero
Faisal Khan
shot.
situation is
No, I
actually
swear to
crazier
God,
than
bro,
you
he was
think.
down like 4K in Edison and just scammed the guy. Like the guy just kept
Yo.
running his pockets.
Bro, that is crazy.
Yeah, the Faisal
I didn't
Khan
even know
situation
that,
is even
bro.
crazier than you think.
Yo, that's actually crazy because Faisal tried to scam me on buying his cards one time, bro. I had to press him. That's
The
just
Galzo
crazy.
one? No, that shit that shit went through hell, bro. Like you actually missed that entire lore of Faisal Khan. Or people
Yeah.
actually like actually trying to find him. Shit went crazy
Yeah,
for Faisal.
Yo, that's so funny, man. That's actually mad funny. Well, Galzo, you're banned from the Coliseum probably, bro. I
I don't think he will ever play a money match again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like that is just crazy. Everybody, when you money match, bro, ask for a middleman. You could, if you want to safely play money matches, go to the Coliseum, ask for a middleman. That's just all. Like that's all it is.
Yeah.
That's just crazy to me, though. I think it's just kind of funny that, bro, a content creator scamming is
No, bro,
crazy
like
too.
the thing that upsets me the most is the fact that he messed up with the underground scene of Yu-Gi-Oh! The underground scene is the money match, and you cannot mess up with it. Like that's a
Bro,
good thing in my opinion.
bro, I'm not gonna lie.
And
He played so bad. He played so bad. I think he just deserves to give that guy 1,000.
Medora discard Keldo. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. He played so bad, dude. He has to do these. It's just insane. It's just insane, honestly. It's literally just insane. Man, I really feel bad, though. I do feel bad for him. Because at the end of the day, bro, like, obviously he didn't expect all this to happen.
When I
but,
was
like,
in
bro,
call
you
with
could've-
him, like I don't know, Austin, did you hear like my interview with Galzo about the situation?
I listened to most of it. Yeah.
Okay, he literally said, like when I was like people like look out for you because you are a big content creator. He was like, no, I'm not that big. I don't want people to look out for me.
Oh yeah,
Something
I did
around
hear
those
that.
lines.
Yeah.
He said something around those lines. I don't exactly remember, like word by word, but it was like, I'm not taking accountability.
Mm-hmm.
So why should I stand for someone who doesn't want to take accountability?
Yeah, I think he kind of just like dug his own hole in this. Like, just don't play for money if you're not planning on paying the money when you lose.
Yeah, that's actually just the whole entire situation as a whole. We could literally like we don't even like we could just not even post the video and just say that. But at the end of the day, bro, like the video is getting posted for the simple fact, in my opinion, it needs to get posted because he just thinks that it's okay.
I mean, I spent 4 hours gathering all the information.
I think that's the biggest issue out of it all.
And
He
paid
thinks
already
that
my
this is
airdrop
okay.
front. It's like it's for sure happen. This video has to happen.
Like, dude, he thinks it's okay. That's the not okay part. He thinks it's okay. Like,
but there are people siding with him because he said like
yes,
there is also someone else. Okay, like if I go to the post, right, and there is actually another YouTuber that's siding with him. Hold up, let me double check. And it's also Champs.
Wait, how's the Champs siding with him?
insane levels of drama over a tweet. My opinion is, if someone tells me they are dueling me and it's a bait and switch, then the terms were already broken and the match is invalid. That's what he said.
Nah. Yeah, I feel like that's just wrong. I feel like that's like no offense to him, but I feel like that might be like the boomer mindset. Cause like everyone knows nowadays, like if you play a money match, you're playing against like a whole Discord. Like that's like standard.
Facts, bro. When I'm playing a money match, I don't think it's just the person in front. I think it's like 30 different people.
I mean, you are supposed to play perfect Yu-Gi-Oh when you play a money match. Otherwise, you like if you are not very confident in yourself, then don't play. Like,
Bro,
that's
he
how I
played
feel about it.
aimlessly. I feel like he didn't even try. I don't even. If that's him trying his hardest, bro, then
No, I don't think he
Jeez
even tried.
Louise.
I don't think he tried because he was like, this guy is a bum. I can beat him. Like,
yeah,
I
bro.
don't need
It
to try.
feels like yes, bro. It feels like he put zero effort into playing because he really thought that the guy also just didn't play Yu-Gi-Oh, which is crazy.
I just don't think that you play like that even for 1,000. Like, if it's for 1,000, man. Like, it's for 1,000.
Bro, it's for 1,000 exactly, bro. You're right. Like it's actually just insane. I
That shit
can't
don't
even
grow on
believe how he
trees.
played.
That shit
Bro,
don't grow on trees.
yo, I'm gonna be real, bro. Like Medora pitch Galdo sounds crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, man.
So you guys disagree with those of Trump's what he said about like the statement about like
Yes, bro. I
Yeah.
just think he pays him, and that should be what it is, bro. And if he doesn't want to pay him, bro, that's fine. But like, bro, I'm just letting you know, Galzo, it's not a good look, bro. And like, I think a lot of people feel that way. I don't think it's just I think it's the majority that think that you should pay him, bro. Like,
I
and
mean,
even
at
though
least
it
that's my
wasn't the person
opinion,
you
but that's my
expected,
personal opinion, right? I can understand why there are people that think otherwise.
so you should put a poll and see what people have to say about it as well. Like, what do they think?
I don't
Because
think I
I
don't
mean,
think I'll do that. I don't think I'll do that. I think I'll
well,
go
in the
way
comment
over the
section,
poll.
I'm down to hear what people's thoughts are.
I
You
think,
know, at the end
yeah,
of the
in
day.
the comment section, I'm fine to wait. Like, leave in the comment section below, guys, what you think about this entire situation. Should he pay? Should he not pay? Don't be offensive towards Galzo if you disagree. Again, we are trying to get different perspectives because I do see the other perspective as well. I just personally disagree. And
Yeah, same. I do see the other perspective. Obviously, the other perspective is it wasn't the guy that he played, so therefore he shouldn't pay him. But like, I don't know. Like, if anybody that's been playing in this day of age just knows, like, that's just not how it goes. But we'll see.
yeah, I mean, if you are playing money match, you know how this shit goes, and also DBgrinder say the same shit, right? Like, if you are going there, you are going to win. You're not like, I don't care who I'm playing against, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So, any last words because I'm gonna close this up.
Don't scam. Don't scam.
If you want to learn how to actually play well, hit me up.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Ani, advertise this shit. Go for it.
Yo, like I'm being that
No,
serious
tell
too,
us,
bro.
tell us. You have a class. You have a class coming soon, right? Advertise. Go for it.
Yeah, bro. I have a class going on for YCS Houston and YCS Vegas. So if anyone's interested in that, you could hit me up. The cap is 20 people. I've already gotten 10, so I only got 10 slots left. So if you're interested, feel free to DM me. You can message me on Discord. You can message me on Facebook. I'm pretty available, so
Also,
just hit
by
me
the
up.
way,
But if you're looking for any coaching in general, like I'm also there. Like I'm coaching nonstop. So just
also,
hit
by
me
the way,
up.
we are talking about Ani Jawari, one of the best Yu-Gi-Oh player who ever made it. I said one of the best, and you know why? Because he teaches to the best players. Honey, can you tell me how many people won wars with your instructions?
Bro, there's only the only two there is in North America.
That said, my brothers, I'm gonna close this up. Remember to stay polite. I wish you a wonderful day. And I'll see you again next time.